Yo, what up, people? Smith still motherfucking are here today, of course, to give you guys One Piece episode 614 motherfucking review. And if you guys didn't know, I took like a fucking day off. Not really though, because I watched One Piece and that just pissed me off. No, we gotta get into this episode because this episode, I saw something I didn't ever want to see. I saw them trying very desperately and failing to create a memory, like 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 to get something that you remember throughout the entire series, like, and you go back to for like no, don't do that shit though. Like it was failed and it was attempted horribly and it really pissed me off. Like no, no, because I mean it wasn't one of those good memorable moments that it should have been. Because they literally spent like 10 to 20, like 10 minutes, yeah. We'll say like maybe like 10 minutes straight, like legit straight, just trying to get that one scene to have some type of impact. It was very sad and very tragic, and when the little girl ate it, and then it's like, in choppers. Ah! But no. I just see that trying to become like one of those moments, like back in Ennis Lobby when burn the flag. But yeah, that was an epic moment. You can go back to that shit and still give your ass shivers. And I just saw them trying to make this one more of an emotional one. Yeah, an emotional one. Like Ace's death type of emotion. Like that moment. And I don't want that. Because, I mean, they tried and they did. It was touching, yes, but it wasn't like as crazy as they were trying to make it. Even though it kind of was, it just didn't feel like it. I was just like, yo, like, who the fuck is this bitch choking and shit? I'm like, we just met her like 3 episodes ago. It's like the bitch literally just like, I don't want to eat the candy. I want to go home. And then she just, like, then immediately she just runs into Chopper, and then Chopper tells her what's going on, and then she's like the main fucking character now. It's like one of those main character moments, like, like one of the crew moments. No, she fucking isn't a part of the crew. And if I see that moment, like, repeated in a flashback, oh, it's definitely gonna be repeated in a flashback. I mean, like in future arcs, I'm gonna get very, very pissed because I don't want him to keep going back to that. I mean, yes, it was like that was a touching moment. I gotta say, it was a touching moment. Which she swallowed it for all her friends, and then she just coughs up blood. But it was just delivered poorly. I mean, they spent so much time emphasizing it, and it seemed just like they wanted to make it one of those like moments that was like, yo, One Piece for the motherfucking win again, and it just didn't. I didn't really enjoy it. I was like, yo, like that's kind of fucked up. But I mean, in fucking Chopper. Oh my god, this motherfucker. Like the crying that he was. Like, no. It's like, what the fuck am I hearing? No, like I know what fucking crying sounds like, and that didn't sound like crying. That sounded like the nigga was having a seizure. Like, yeah, like what the fuck is that? Like, no. And then, of course, it proceeded on from that to like the ending with Luffy. And yo, ending with Luffy was, yeah. Like when he came out with that fucking dragon. It was supposed to be badass, but it just didn't look like it. I could tell if they were trying to make it like a really badass moment when he's fucking coming in and they're playing that fucking music. It's like, One Piece, Straw Hat, Luffy, like, yeah. They're all getting scared, like, fire. It's like, but then he comes out the smoke and he has like this weird fucking dragon on him. I'm just like, no. It ain't badass. It isn't a badass suit. It ain't none of that shit. I want to see some of that. I want to see, because like when he gets in some crazy fights, sometimes he has some weird shit on, and I fucking enjoy that because he's doing like some badass shit. Like I always bring back that afro, bro. He brought out the afro, like, no, 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 yo. See, that afro was badass. When he came out with that shit, I was like, yo, it's about to go down. But when he came out with that, and like that dragon, it just didn't look cool. It could have been because of the dragon's color. Because, I mean, let's be honest, Momonosuke has a really weird dragon color. It's like pinkish. I'm like, I'm not really digging it. And of course, there's a scene basically Sanji and soldiers. They basically try and take down all the kids. They're using like force, but not a lot of force. Like they're not, yeah, no children for your ass. Like yeah, no, they're just using pretty like necessary force. They're using necessary force. Sometimes you gotta put a motherfucker down. Don't matter if they got a hip or not. You gotta put their ass down in the ground. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Basically, that's how the Marines work. And then they're hitting all the patients with the fucking needle. And again, I brought up like a couple, like maybe like 5 or 6 episodes ago. Basically, Chopper, needle, same one. Like, fuck it. Who cares? But the thing about it is, now Chopper's trying to rescue her and doing all this bullshit like that, but it was supposed to be a memorable moment, kind of. That's what they tried to make it be. And it just didn't work. It just didn't work in my opinion. And if I had to rate this episode, maybe it's, yeah, 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 is a perfect reference. It was an okay episode with some good moments in it. It had its good moments in it. Like there was sadness at that moment when she was like, yeah, I'm doing this for my friends and backstory. I was digging it. But it was just seemed like they tried too hard. It was good, but it was also what brought it down a little bit. Like it was a good area, but it was delivered pretty bad. So with that being said, Mr. Motherfucking R. Peace out.